So this is day one, video one of this Jack and Strong series, this vlog, this journey that I'm going to take you on with me. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a coach. I have been coaching for 15 years. I am a dad of 2 kids under 5, so got a lot going on there. And I run my own coaching business, and my missus and I co-own and run a brunch cafe place here in Portugal together. So I got a lot going on. However, in recent times, my training has, shall we say, been not the number one priority, right? I've still been training, right? But it's not been like my number one focus, my number one goal or anything like that, right? However, I've decided I want to make it more of a focus and go for a bit of a transformation. So what I am aiming to do is put on some size to begin with. We're going to push a little bit of a lean gain phase for as long as we possibly can until I decide that I'm getting too fat and I want to trim down, right? Because there's going to be some fat gain during this phase. There always is. So right now I am weighing in at around 88 kilos. And I don't know, realistically, I feel like I could probably get up to about 95, 96 before I'll need to do a bit of a mini cut. But alongside that, I'm not just trying to get jacked here, I'm trying to get strong as well. I want to get stronger. For a long time, my training wasn't really about strength per se. And so we're going to change that. We're going to be following a 4-day program. We're going to get into day 1 in a second. And I will be documenting the whole process. And same thing with nutrition, show you what my nutrition looks like and everything else. Probably in tomorrow's video, we'll hit up nutrition. But today is going to be an upper body session. And we're going to get into that in a second. My strength goals for this block are related to the bench, the deadlift, and the Zercher Squat. Now you might be wondering, why is the Zercher Squat instead of a back squat? Honestly, I just really like the Zercher Squat and I want to try and get that number up. That's it, no other reason. My bench has always been a really weak lift for me. I've had lots of shoulder injuries in the past, and it's something that I've always kind of avoided, trying to push my bench, so I'm gonna go. I mean, ultimately, long-term goal is to be benching 3 plates a side. Right now, if I'm being brutally honest with you, my 1 rep max bench is probably about 105 kilos, like 235 pounds or something. Again, not been my main priority. My deadlift 1 rep max right now is probably around about 215, 220. I don't know, I've not done it for a while, but it'd be around that number. My deadlift's always been pretty good. I pulled 250 before, which is like 550 odd pounds or whatever, at like 85 to somewhere between 85 and 90 kilos body weight, somewhere between about 190 to 200 pounds. So my deadlift has always been pretty good. And my Zercher Squat right now, I don't know what the 1 rep max is. I did 120 for 3 the other day in a training block, 120 kilos that is, obviously. So that's probably sitting around the 130 kilo mark, maybe 140 at a push. So somewhere in that sort of like 280 to 300 pound range for the Zercher Squat. We're going to just see how high we can get that. I don't know. I'm going to be training like this for a while, so fuck it, we'll find out. And so this is, like I say, day 1. You've seen my pictures floating around. You have seen the scale weight, so you know where I'm starting from. And I'm just going to document this as honestly as I can. Like I say, I've got a lot of shit going on in my life. And I'm not trying to be a powerlifter or a bodybuilder or anything like that. But I'm trying to show you what a realistic transformation change can look like over a year's period, right? Let's do it, shall we? Let's get into session 1. The bench press worked up to a top single of 90 kilos, which moved really easily. It was like RB6, to be honest. So that was great. And then hit 2 sets of 3, one with 85, one with 80. Stupid donut dingus face over here forgot to film the 85, but it was done. All of them felt really smooth and controlled. The main goal here for this session was to be leaving like a few reps in the tank. It wasn't to be like maxing out or anything like that. It was just finding out a little bit of benchmark for where we're at right now and making sure the reps were really smooth, really controlled, etc. So nothing too crazy. Close grip, 3-second pause, bench press. Again, these felt really good, really smooth, really controlled. 3-second pause obviously makes them far more difficult than standard reps. But 70 kilos for both sets. First set of 5, and second set was for 3. Again, leaving a few reps in the tank. The pause felt really, really nice. Felt strong in the lockout, etc. So I'm optimistic about where we can go with this program moving forward. Those barbell front raises were a rather interesting movement. Again, just 2 sets, 8 reps, leaving a few reps in the tank, but I've never really done them before. The rationale for them being in the program is that many people who struggle with bench press, like myself, never really trained the front delts much directly. The front delts play a huge part in the bench press, so it kind of makes sense if your goal is to improve your bench press, to improve your front delt strength as well. So that's why they're in there. They felt a bit weird, to be honest, but as we progress, things will get better, etc. Key thing there was using the same grip, same width that I used for my bench press, and really trying to recruit that front delt. So interesting movement, looking forward to seeing how we go there. Again, they weren't heavy, but honestly, they really didn't need to be heavy for me to feel them because I've never done them before, so it's a novel stimulus. So as you can see there, nothing too crazy with the chin-ups. Just looking to get 2 decent sets of 8 reps in, leaving a couple of reps in the tank. Trying to get full range of motion, arms straight at the bottom, all of that jazz. 15 kilos on the weighted vest for these today, for 2 sets. Felt good, second set was challenging. Again, as with the rest of this session, because it's the first session in, most of the exercises kind of like RP 7/8, so trying to leave 2 or 3 reps in the tank and just focus on good quality movement control and making sure everything runs nice and smoothly. So session 1 in the books, and I want to give a shout out to a fellow coach and good friend of mine, Dr. Adam Sawyers, who is a fantastic powerlifter, super strong Jack guy. This is his program that I'm following. So he's designed this not specifically for me, but it's one of his programs. I'll tag his Instagram and YouTube and stuff in the description so you can check him out. If you're looking to get jacked and strong, you should definitely give him a follow. Really great guy. So that was session 1. Tomorrow will be session 2. We'll be hitting low body, squats and deadlifts, and a few other bits and pieces. I'm going to document as much of this as I can over the next 6 to 9 months for you. The plan is over the next 6 months or so to slowly add 5, maybe 6 kilos, maybe a kilo a month over the next 6 months, get up to about 94 kilos, and then do a 4 to 6 week kind of mini cut where we drop like 3 kilos or so, and hopefully then at 91 kilos, we're A, going to be significantly stronger over the next 6 months because we're going to be training for that, but B, the weight that we finish at about 91 kilos, I'm hoping I'm going to be as lean as I am now at 88 kilos. Right, so I've gained about 3 kilos or so. That's the plan. And then the goal will be to rinse and repeat that. So then starting from that 91 kilo, go on another 6-month bulk, slow bulk, get up to 95, 96 kilos, train back down 4 to 6 weeks to kind of like 92, 93. Hopefully again at the same leanness as we were at 90-ish, and then go again. Rinse and repeat that cycle for the next few years to just get as jacked and strong as possible while staying relatively lean, still training jiu-jitsu, still being a father to my 2 kids, still running my coaching business, still helping my missus run her cafe, like all of those things whilst still enjoying life, right? And I'm going to try and document as much of that as I can for you. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, follow along. Just let me know that you like the content. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, perhaps if you really enjoy it. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. Tomorrow I'm going to hit a lower body session. I'm probably also going to try and get some dietary stuff in there as well to show you kind of what I'm eating on this kind of like lean bulk lean gaining phase and how I'm managing that, etc. But yeah, there we go. Session 1 in the books.